First one is called Advice. Feels like it's going nowhere sometimes.
Okay.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this email. I'm hoping you reply. I've debated for some time whether or not I should reach out, and y'all's blunt honesty blunt.
Take two.
I've debated for some time whether or not I should reach out, and y'all's blunt honesty finally pushed me.
Dun 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 dun.
You know, for a very long time, especially after I became a body piercer, I was like, thank God I don't have to do public speaking. Here we are.
Yep.
Let me preface this by saying that my guy and I have known each other for 6 years and exclusive for 1 year. Okay, so you've been exclusive for 1 year. So how long have you been dating for?
Exclusively a year.
Right, exclusively for 1 year. They've known each other for 6. So have you only been dating for that 1 year? Have you been dating for 5.5 years? And you've only been exclusive for 1 year? I feel like that matters.
Okay.
You feel like that's not relevant information?
No, I mean, I don't know where the email's going. But if they've known each other for 5 years or 6 years and they've been very close all that time, that would be relevant information.
Right.
But if they were just fucking and then decided that they wanted to be monogamous towards each other, I think I guess it does matter. I guess it does.
We've always gotten along really well, and I consider him my best friend. I go to him about everything going on in my life. We do live 3 hours away from each other, and more often than not, he makes the trek to my house each weekend. Sometimes he does have to stay at his home and work, as he owns his own company, can't always break away, although it's rare. When he comes over, we do all the things couples do. We'll go eat, I'll do his laundry. He doesn't have time to do it himself. We'll grocery shop. Most of the time, he pays for it. We're also very intimate on weekends, but it's okay if we just enjoy each other's company and watch TV all weekend. I never feel as if he's with me just for the intimacy. He's over because he enjoys my company. The reason I reached out is not because he's a bad guy. He's very sweet and enjoys helping me, which is never expected by me. He just won't commit. Labels scare him, and there was even a time around July of last year when he listed all the reasons we couldn't be in a relationship. I'm sorry, you said that you guys are exclusive.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that puts you in a relationship. Not putting a label on a relationship just makes it easier for somebody to be like, yeah, I told you we weren't together, as they leave you.
Yeah.
That's some weird, like, fucked up mental game that's being played. Because if you make the deal with somebody to be exclusive and you're having intimacy and you're coming over and they're doing your laundry and you're fucking and going to dinner and you're living as a couple on the weekends and you just live 3 hours away, which is fucking weird to me anyways, but
yeah,
that sounds like a relationship to me.
I agree.
You guys doing that shit really does. It's a mind manipulation. They're giving themselves enough wiggle room so that if they want to bail, they can be like, well, you knew we weren't together.
So I just want to clarify. You did say that you guys are exclusive for a year. Then he won't commit.
Right.
So you're not exclusive at all, and you're not really even technically in a relationship. It's more of you do things for him, you have sex, and that's it. You guys help each other out. It sounds like a friends with benefits.
But yeah, a long distance friends with benefits.
Yeah.
That just aren't fucking anybody else.
So he listed all the reasons that we couldn't be in a relationship. The main reason is he was afraid that I'd ask him for more. When I asked him to elaborate, he shuts down. He is very avoidant. I told him how I wanted to be an official couple, and he tells me he's not leaving me until I tell him to leave me alone.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Right, so
that is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard.
He really is out here playing dodgeball.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you what you want to hear, but let me have this escape door just in case.
So, yeah, really. She's saying, I want to be official. Well, I'm not going to leave until you tell me to leave.
Right.
So it sounds like a commitment.
But it's not really.
It's faux commitment.
Yeah. I don't understand why people allow people to waste their time. This really does come down to the dating to marry. And I fucking know that there are people out there that don't date to marry, because every time I say that, there's people in the comments, I don't want to date to marry. Cool.
All right.
You don't have to do that. I believe that if you're dating, it should be for longevity.
Correct. I agree with that.
Longevity, in my opinion, is marriage. If you don't want to ever get married, that's a you thing. I'm speaking about my opinion. She speaks about her opinion. But with that being said, why would you allow somebody to waste your time like that? If you want to get married and you want kids and you want that commitment, and they flat out tell you, I don't want to commit to you, but I'm not going anywhere. Don't you see that as manipulation and wasting time?
Oh, gosh, yes. What if you're with this person for the next 5 years because he keeps giving you that faux commitment?
Yeah.
Enough to keep you around. The perfect person came and went in your life because you're chasing somebody who is placating you enough to make you stay.
Yep. I don't understand that. I couldn't do a weekend warrior relationship either.
Right.
I just couldn't. That's not enough time.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm a needy motherfucker, man. Tell me I'm not. Tell me I'm not needy, babe. Please. Just lie to me. Make me feel a little more manly. You're not needy, babe.
You're very manly. Very manly, very stoic, mysterious.
I am needy as fuck, though.
There are certain times, I wouldn't say it's a daily occurrence. I would say there are definitely moments where, I got you, babe, come here.
Oh, man. It's fucking stupid.
I love you.
I know.
I love that you say that.
I know.
Okay, I'm going to finish the email.
Hang on. Before you go back into that, though, could you imagine having that need to have the emotional intimacy fulfilled, or having a bad day and the only thing that you think that could make you feel better is physical touch from somebody that you actually love, and knowing that they're 3 hours away and the most that you can get is a phone call?
Yes, I've lived that.
I can't do that. The idea of that just doesn't work for me.
So I have lived that. And I've dated somebody who was in a different time zone. There was about a 6-hour difference.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
And looking back, that was not a real relationship.
It's not.
It's really not. It was a lot of texting. There's no body language. We did Skype calls and we sent voice messages back and forth. We were really not a part of each other's lives, though.
Right. You're like a pen pal. You're a digital pen pal.
I had no idea what the inside of this person's house looked like. And I'm going to claim to be the most important person in the world to you.
Yep. Yeah, I just don't get it.
I don't know. You can. Long distance relationships do work if you guys make it work.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. While we were mid-conversation, my camera shut off.
Yep.
We were doing a trial run to see if we can record in 4K, and apparently going for as long as we were going on 4K did not agree with that camera. So that could also be a sign that I need to buy the other camera, because it's the second time we've had issues with that camera.
Yes, it is. Time to retire that one for just
Photos.
taking pictures.
Yep.
Do you remember what we were talking about?
I don't.
Okay.
Because I just got super frustrated and all that shit. So,
all right. So he does try to reassure me that it's just me and him, but without being official, I just don't feel like he's committed.
I agree.
Right. I might be caught up on a label. I want him to introduce me as his girlfriend, and someday I'd like to marry him.
Wait, you're saying that you don't want to just be called a person he fucks? The person that he sleeps with every once in a while? The friend? This is my friend.
Right.
It's my coworker. I work together with her on the weekends. I go to her house in her town because it's cheaper than staying in a hotel, and she does my laundry, and every once in a while she gives me some dirty, but she's just a friend, don't worry.
Yeah, I would never tolerate that.
I wouldn't either.
I would not.
Yep. We ain't wasting time around here.
I love him so much, and when I'm just introduced as my name, it's hurtful. Should I just try to live without the label, or is this a red flag relationship? I would not tolerate that. There would be one more conversation of this is what I want in my life. I am looking for somebody to commit to grow a family with, to grow an empire with. And it sounds like you are unsure of what you want in life. I need to know if you are willing to commit to me. And it's okay if you're not.
Yeah.
I need to know so I can move on. I'm not willing to miss a good opportunity to go after the life that I want for myself because I'm waiting for somebody else to get their shit together.
Right. I agree with that. You guys got to keep in mind, too, that the longer you are wasting your time with somebody else, you're going to miss a whole lot of opportunities with a lot of really good people that could have been the perfect fit for you. But because you're not paying attention to what's really going on in your life, you're settling. This is the best I can do. This is what I want right now.
Is there a way for me to move this box? I can't. Do you recall if she said any of the reasons he gave as to why they can't be together?
Nope. She said there was a whole list of them, though.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to type this out. The main reason is he was afraid that I'd ask more for him. Ask more from him? What, you mean like...
A commitment?
A husband? Look, if you're not ready to step up and do man shit, you can say that. If you need to work on yourself and figure out what you want in life and what your direction is, you can say that. If you're not ready to be a husband, just say that.
Yeah. I think this email comes down to settling.
I agree.
If you're okay with settling and allowing him to just kind of exist with you and you don't want anything of real like sustenance, then do what you're doing. If you want longevity and you want to marry, do you really think you're going to get marriage out of somebody who can't even give you a girlfriend title? Like,
right.
This falls back into what we were talking about earlier with the dating to marry thing. You know what you fucking want out of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I knew when I was little I wanted a family. I knew whether or not I wanted to be married. Like, you know these things. You know the way you want your life to go. You think about it. People think about it all the time. I know what my retirement looks like. I know what my pre-retirement looks like. Like, I know what I want out of life. And I'm not going to settle for something that's going to keep me from getting the shit that I want to get.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
On the other side of that coin, if you don't want a serious long-term relationship and you tell somebody that, it is okay to expect them to accept that and be okay with it. If they lash out and get upset and say, well, you need to change your perspective to be with me. I love you. Don't leave me. This is what I want, and I want it with you. That's manipulation.
Yeah.
If you are very clear and defined of, I'm just looking for somebody to have fun with. I'm not looking to be committed. I don't want a long-term relationship. I'm not looking to get married. And they get to whatever you guys are doing anyway, you have set the clear expectations of this is what I'm looking for. And if they push anyways and continue to bring up marriage and relationship and boyfriend and girlfriend, you can walk away from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. This comes down to self-worth. I really think it comes down to self-worth.
Yeah.
I think that people when they don't believe in themselves and don't believe in the worth that they bring to a relationship or the value that they bring to a relationship will really step down and accept so much less from a person because they don't feel that they deserve more than what they're getting. And when you really think about it, that is a horrible fucking thing to think about. Like knowing that you just accept what you have because you truly don't believe that you are worth more than what you're getting. That's a horrible mindset to have.
It really is. Very miserable mindset. You ready for another one?
I am.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that, found it entertaining, funny, or even learned something you didn't know before, share it. And if you're not subscribed, why aren't you? And for those of you who want to support us, get access to exclusive content and live streams, we do have a Patreon. All the links are in the description.